Enough of me talking about me. How about you talk about me?
Okay, first of all, look at this cookie, macaroon, as classier people say. That has my face on it. Maybe you can't see it in the plastic. Never thought I'd ever see my face on a cookie, and my cookie's a little broken. Like, that's awesome. I'm not gonna eat this yet, but I might. And, look. Caricature Eli, which I don't really like to do caricatures, and it's just badass. Look at that. I look super mischievous in this. So, hey you guys, thanks for tuning into yet another video adventure. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Eli. I make videos sometimes. That's actually what I wanted to talk about in today's video. But first, this open window is louder than I really thought it was going to be. Alright, window closed. So I've actually been struggling with YouTube a lot lately in terms of uploads and getting content out. I have a full-time job. This is really only something I can afford to do for fun. Hopefully I can build it into something more while I make money from my full-time job. But with all that said, it's hard to make time for this, to come up with ideas, to make the video, to edit. It's hard because it's something I wish I was doing all the time. It's not that I don't want to make it a priority, it's that I can't make it a priority. And the biggest problem with not having time, I haven't really had time to think about what it is I want this channel to be. So when I originally started this channel, it actually was supposed to be like a podcast style show that focused on TV, film, anything Batman. But the problem with that is I kind of got bored with the monotony of it because it was very just like repetitive. It was kind of the same thing. Felt like a routine that I just wasn't excited about doing all of the time. Which is why I got into vlogging, because I had never really considered vlogging as a format. But when I actually started watching vloggers whose content I really enjoyed and really liked watching, I thought, this is a format I could actually get into because it's such a versatile format. The problem is that it didn't really help me while I was in Spain. But we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm actually in Los Angeles right now, if you couldn't tell from my swag and my swanky hotel room. I'm here for the Adobe Max conference, which is I'm really excited for. I went last year, I get to go again this year. Adobe Max is Adobe, the people who make Photoshop and the Creative Cloud, Premiere, After Effects, those amazing apps that you use for all your creativity needs. They put on a huge creative conference which is full of sessions and speakers, and they do sneak peeks at upcoming projects and things that they're working on. But really it's an opportunity for creatives to come together, network, learn new things about products that they've been using for years, but all of a sudden they're like, oh my god, I can do this thing that I didn't know I could do in Premiere. That's amazing. This is the perfect opportunity to talk about the issues I've been having as a content creator, and really that's this idea of just kind of all of a sudden looking at yourself in the mirror and going, what the am I doing? And opportunity wasted. Obviously all that was shot a few months ago, back in October, when I was at Adobe Max. Not at Adobe Max anymore, not in LA anymore, I'm back home. And the whole intent of that video was to discuss creative follow-through. For me, follow-through is a really tough obstacle because I'm one of those people who tends to pack a ton of things into a very small time frame, and inevitably when I don't have a complete plan, I end up just kind of ditching the whole idea, which brings us back to Spain. prime example of where this happened to me, because we went to Spain for a vacation. I had a resemblance of an idea of a video I wanted to make, but I hadn't written it. I hadn't really planned any specifics or details about it. And once we were in Spain, we didn't have enough time for me to do that. So it would have been me struggling through this video, and it wouldn't have come out good. It wouldn't have been a good video. Well, life happens. Which as content creators is something we have to learn to power through, which is not an easy task. No matter how underestimated you may feel as a creator by your friends or your family, or maybe even your employer, what we do as content creators is not an easy task. It is insane, but it's fun, it's challenging, it's rewarding in so many ways, which is why I have to learn, content creators have to learn to overcome that obstacle of life getting in the way. So in addition to talking about this problem that I've been having and not just feeling like a complete failure for not making videos in the last few months, actually, I decided I wanted to do something about it. Oh, wait. That was unnecessary, but it was fun. So anyway, I called my friend Carrie, who has taken it upon herself to start a creative workshop that helps creative types deal with the same kind of creative blocks that I'm dealing with. And I'm about to go meet up with her right now. So, wow, I haven't said this in a very long time, but come along. There she is.
Huh?
Wasn't talking to you. Clearly ready.
What do you say?
Nothing.
Whatever, you did not wake up. I'm never.
I wake up just like this. My hair, always like this. Yep. This is Carrie.
Hello.
Carrie has a very cool thing that she's gonna talk about that I'm really excited about, which is why I wanted her to be in this vlog, because it has to do, so basically what I was just telling them is that I've been struggling with what I call creative follow through. She's been helping me with something that she's been doing.
Called deadlines.
And just like accountability.
Yeah. I'm really good at nagging. You should ask my husband. I'm very fascinated by how good people are at things. Like, everyone's talented at something different. I don't consider myself to be talented at a thing. Like, I don't crochet, I don't make videos, but I'm talented at rallying talented people. So I like cheering on people who have those kind of creative talents. But creatives don't always sit down and get things done. So I had this idea about doing something now. So the idea is I have a now series where it's like now write, now create. The idea is I'm literally having people give me a deposit of money, so they will hold themselves accountable because no one likes losing money, and they will actually do what they want to create. So you're doing it now. I give you the money back and then you're trapped there because really people just need the time and space. I don't tell people how to create or what to create because they're all geniuses in their own little world. So some people vlog, some people blog, some people make recipes. We have 2 girls writing a book. I literally just create the time and space for them. And part of what we do at Now Create is for those who are of the Christian faith, we add prayer and encouragement into it so you can get more of your creative side in that flow of the Holy Spirit. That's what we did at a coffee session. Like a lot of people like to do, I call it doing separate things together. So we weren't working on the same thing, but we were just
not at all. But it was really nice for me to just have another person there too. Like I was editing this video, which is kind of meta in itself, but I was editing this video to help me get to this point.
Right.
And it was just nice to have her there. And then it gave me the idea of like, well, she should be in this video.
I'm in this video.
Because it makes sense. And so like that's kind of what this video is about, is to talk about that, and also to encourage others, hopefully, to follow through on like
creative follow through.
Well, and find your people. Like, hey, I'm struggling with this. Can we get together? You ignore me, and I'm gonna work on my blog for 2 hours.
Definitely.
And it works.
I can't see myself, but
What? You don't have to see. It's like, should I get closer?
Yeah.
I was reading a article about A Star Is Born, and what I loved about it is he finally, like Bradley Cooper, put into words like what I always feel about being creative. And he said, I create because it helps heal people. And I was like, yes, that's why most of my friends do what they do. We want to help others heal. Mine is I dated way too much in my 20s, so I don't want people to keep making the same mistakes I did. So I blog a lot about like romance. What I love is that we're all doing our part to help other people heal. And then he said, they were asking Bradley Cooper, they were pressing him. They're like, okay, but what's your wound? Like they wanted to hear something really specific. And he said, my wound is just being a human being, which is true because life sucks sometimes.
It
so
really
it's nice
does,
to
yeah.
get it out in a creative way.
Definitely. You know what? That reminded me of a quote that, like, while I was waiting for you.
Forever. I'm 2 hours late.
So
Here's the deadline
late.
person. That's not my fault. I can help you.
I think I found
Unless you
it.
don't want me to see what you've
Well,
saved.
yeah. The quote is, we need to, as creative people, help others unlock their creativity, do, teach, and empower.
Yes.
Which I like that because it was just really fitting for today because that's what you do. You encourage others to create, and like what I want to do with this vlog is encourage others to create. Plan for the rest of the day. We got coffee.
B-roll, right?
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
You're getting B-roll. Good job.
Yeah.
If it sounds like there's cars around us.
That's because they're... This is like real life. We're always getting interrupted, but you still create. See?
Hey,
Brought it around.
brought it all back. We're gonna do some B-roll. We got a little photo shoot we're gonna do. There's people
that's
being
it.
loud.
Yeah, but they're just having fun.
I don't
Look,
like
they're
it.
creating.
Oh, they are creating, but I don't want them to create. Only I should be able to create.
We'll talk about that later. I also have a counseling degree.
Anyway, so this is Carrie. She does now create. If you are in the Sacramento Roseville area, hit her up. What's your Insta handle?
That's it.
You should
Oh,
plug yourself.
Do I have to like split because my name's weird?
I'll put it.
You should just tag
I'll
me.
put it in the description.
Definitely follow. I have a corgi.
And most importantly, she posts about now create.
Oh yes, now create. Right, that. The next one's Saturday, April 6th.
You know, even if you're not around here, like find other things like this because it's important
people.
and it's really nice to have those people who support your creative dreams and all those things.
That's it. I thank you. We're done talking about me.
Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste.
Okay, so now we're done.
Watch out for the garbage.
Oh God! Thank you for saving my life, and thank you for being in my vlog.
It was fun.
I'll put all her tags on the description below. Be sure to check her out. She's awesome.
I'm alright.
She's
This
pretty
was
cool.
awesome though. This was
Aw.
awesome.
Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe like this
below.
video.
Up. Which way is it?
It's up, I think.
Subscribe above.
Just subscribe. Really hope you guys check out her stuff. This has really just been about talking about that issue I've been having, and I kind of unstuck myself. I really feel a lot more creatively inspired. I'm sorry for the wobble. I'm like holding like a gimbal, my coffee, and this camera, so it's a little out of control. What I hope you, the audience, gets out of this is a tough industry, and it's really hard to do anything when there are trains making a lot of sounds behind you. With that said, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
We don't belong with masks on. Leave them here and don't look back. So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my